Unmuted mic. Unmuted mic. Turn this on. And now we're back to the curse stuff. I'm pretty close to the end. I'm probably like 80% in the game right now. And how many hours is that? 23. I think the game's 30 something? 40 something maybe? But I heard an echo. What's this? Fool Master. Why is it backwards? Oh, maybe it happened right as I finished the race. So as the camera was turning around.
Ominous. Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Oh, wait a second. Ticket. Wait a second. Never mind. I just saw nonsense. Whoa. I forget what he just said. Oh, he didn't say to do anything. A dragon debriefed. Oh, after we rescued the dragon and took the egg. We'll do this first. Headmistress speaks. I didn't even realize that these were the parts of this. No, it's not. Stop right now. Application of the third keep trial. This is the main thing. But it's not this stuff. I guess. Right? Find the location of the third keeper's trial. Secret portrait of Professor of the map chamber. Oh yeah, this is it, the trial thing. The puzzle rooms. Oh, we can't leave here. Oh, we can, but I'm not going to. How do you get there? That's the map room. Isn't that a secret room? Yeah. Here's another puzzle for you. I keep forgetting she's not a wizard. She's a witch.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we spoke to those ones already.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Whoa. Oh. Did I glitch or something?
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
We'll murder him. I forget who the headmaster is. And Fix is the guy we came here with, where we got almost blown up. I forget anyone else's name. It's been like months. Even in the Harry Potter movies, I remember.
Sorry.
And you also went on to do the exact same thing.
I wouldn't think Black would mind someone telling on someone.
Revelio.
So this again.
Oh.
I'd appreciate not
I won't tell anyone again.
I remember Sirius Black, and I remember him being related to Harry. I don't remember how they met,
well, thank you.
or how you meet him.
Yes, it was definitely a good drawing there.
How you? I mean, Harry did.
Well, I have been told I have some talent.
By who?
No need to sound so shocked.
Were they saying that based on...
Even these doors. I'm gonna look it up. Alexa, remind me at 12:20 to look up how to do puzzle doors in Harry Potter.
Aloha Mora.
I keep calling this game Harry Potter. There was a cat locked in this room.
Revelio.
You're free now. All this garbage. 90, 50, 60. It was trash anyway. There's a scarf. Dear Professor Shea, thank you for your recent, well, you hear the cat. Your recent submission regarding celestial anomalies is going to be a perfect addition to an atlas I'm hoping to publish. I shall be in touch if I decide to include a submission. Okay.
Alohomora.
Whoa, a lock on in the room. More trash. We're at least getting the pattern, right? I think. I'm assuming we're getting the appearance from touching them. Oh, as soon as I was working, you pick an item up and then you get the appearance, whether or not you use it or not. Only you can't do the dash in here. You can attack. You just can't do the roll. The evade thing. Alright, glitch.
Revelio.
What's that? Oh.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Trash.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it.
Revelio.
Requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Maybe he's trying to help his sister.
Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Oh, let me notice the pictures on the door. This is the girls' bathroom? Yeah, sinks and toilets. I didn't see the urinal was another one. You see? What the hell? Is that a witch? A wizard on the door? It could be, right? They're facing to the right. This is the front of their shirt. Back of their head. in their hat. This one's the witch. She's facing the left.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Oh, this guy.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
I'm gonna play as Harry Potter or Ronald Weasley. You can use the spells. At all.
Yeah.
You can dodge.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only... you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children! When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world.
Oh, let's look at the cat.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have, somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago. Muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try.
What? Yes, sir. I will. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
On your way, Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
Diary.
Ha!
Boys have journals, not diaries. Yeah, I haven't have a
If you
journal in a
must
while.
speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
Something is...
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
Shooter. Can you fire her?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Oh no, it's the headmaster and he's coming this way.
Let me see. You don't have to talk to all of them. But her, the lady on the bridge, that was unprovable.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
Went into the wall.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley.
You can
how delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
This is a long one. See the look of the
Ah, made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Shouldn't she be calling? Random owls. Is it a bar?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
A monster. Oh, bunch of them here. I'm not using that. What's this? I thought I saw at least 2 of them. Nope.
Revelio.
Whoa, look at the waypoint. Killing.
Revelio.
Like you literally can't touch up there. If you were in this a room like that. You have to like power wash the ceilings.
Revelio.
Okay. I'm not strong enough.
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Lumos.
That's where I walk past. I don't remember a light. Sure, right there.
Lumos.
That's the funny part, that's right where I turned around to look up. It just was on the other side. I'm tripping. It's making me itchy. Blast it.
Revelio.
Staircase that leads to the headmaster's office is guarded by an enchanted gargoyle that will let only those who know the password enter. So anyone choosing to visit the current occupant of the office is difficult to fathom.
Toujours pure.
Is that French?
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
Revelio.
But it's sort of not. I'm getting sick of seeing me laugh. Oh, 2 level 2s? You're level 3.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
Revelio.
That must be the pedestal.
41 bucks.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here.
Game's broken.
In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
A cloak? Make your way through the town without being seen.
The fog blighted us a bit, I'll agree. Nonetheless, we have good spoils for our efforts. And so should we hold our...
Oh, there's like a drawing.
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Dude, how do I stay invisible? And the guest still there. The trick is to slightly down here.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
I'd best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right.
Whoa.
I see. A staircase straight ahead. A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
I'm dead. Cool.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
Home run.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
Give me windows room.
Now's my chance.
At least it's not instant. If they see you and they don't chase them.
That's the way forward. Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
Okay, where am I going? In here? I'm confused. It's clearly in that direction, but... I'll go to the left. Yo. There's nowhere up, right? There's no up. You don't go anymore forward. You can't go through this hole. Oh. It could be this way. I've got really invisible.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You know that we didn't make any mistake, except for the last part. We got stuck.
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
I've never felt such power.
For more of this book? Oh, am I just gone? Oh. why is it so loud? I can't use my skills. Spells? Almost 12. Oh. When is it? It's 12:20. At least it confused me. I was like, yo, I really thought it wasn't 12 yet. Last time I checked it was 10 something. This is like a fighting dungeon, a fighting trial. Boss fight? You know what, moving on. It was fun more than that. It is moving. I know it's good. What are you doing? Forget me, throw that. Wow, that was... I think I had 20.
Stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Right, I'm at beast mode.
Oh, poor Neve.
Gone so.
Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Isadora,
What you did for your father was remarkable.
Well, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
It's kind of like how Pain's thing was in Naruto, where it was like technically bad, but you kind of see what he was trying to do.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
What time is it? 12:20? I'll go until 30. Is it 30? No, it's 40.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast.
It's glitched out.
We can search for the final
You can hear him, but not really. Let's see what he has to say. Then we'll stop. Bombarda. Whoa, never mind. It's a journey. This is the broom guy, actually.
What's the point of toiling if it can be done with magic?
This will sell them.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Dr. Seuss hat.
What are we looking for today? You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details?
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place. However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
Might be a bit dangerous for a broom trial. I'll see what I can do.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
My mother used to say I was lazy, wouldn't you?